The energy is getting intense and fast. On May 10th, the moon enters Scorpio, signaling a powerful emotional shift that can stir up deep feelings, buried memories, and heightened intuition. Scorpio is known for its depth, mystery, and transformative power. And when the moon moves through this sign, our inner worlds can feel like a storm brewing beneath the surface. If you've been feeling more sensitive, anxious, or energetically drained, you're not imagining it. This is an urgent energetic call to protect your energy. In this post, we'll break down what this Scorpio moon transit means, why it's so potent, and give you 7 essential ways to stay grounded, clear, and empowered through it. Get ready to transform tension into strength and protect your peace at all costs. Why Scorpio moon transits are emotionally intense. What you need to know. When the moon enters Scorpio, it dives into the deep emotional underworld of the zodiac. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, the planet of transformation, power, and the subconscious, meaning this transit doesn't skim the surface. It pulls up what's hidden, bringing unresolved emotions, inner fears, and suppressed desires to light. Here's why Scorpio moon transits can feel so intense. 1. Deep emotional processing. Scorpio doesn't do superficial. Emotions that you've been avoiding or numbing out may suddenly demand your attention. You might feel overwhelmed, raw, or overly introspective. But this is the moon urging you to process, not suppress. 2. Heightened intuition and psychic sensitivity. Your instincts become razor sharp. Scorpio moons open the gateway to the unseen. Your intuition may surge, and you could sense things others miss. But this sensitivity can also lead to emotional overload if you don't ground yourself. 3. Power struggles and control issues. Scorpio energy is linked to control, dominance, and emotional intensity. During this transit, you may notice tensions rise in relationships, especially if trust issues or power imbalances are present. Old patterns resurface to be faced, not feared. 4. Themes of death, rebirth, and transformation. Scorpio rules the cycles of death and rebirth, metaphorically speaking. You might find yourself letting go of something or someone, facing major realizations, or moving through a mini death of the ego. It's not always comfortable, but it is always growth-oriented. Scorpio moon transits invite you to face your shadows, reclaim your emotional power, and transmute intensity into inner strength. This is not the time to shy away, but it is the time to protect your energy and be intentional about how you engage with yourself and others. 7. Powerful energy protection techniques for the Scorpio moon. The Scorpio moon stirs deep emotions, psychic sensitivity, and energetic vulnerability. To navigate this intense transit with clarity and strength, you need solid tools to protect your energy, maintain boundaries, and stay grounded. Here are 7 powerful techniques. 1. Ground yourself daily. Scorpio energy pulls you deep, so it's essential to stay connected to the earth. How? Walk barefoot on grass, sit under a tree, or visualize roots growing from your feet into the ground. Use grounding crystals like hematite or smoky quartz. 2. Take salt baths. Salt is one of the most effective tools for energetic cleansing. How? Add sea salt or Epsom salt to your bath to draw out heavy, stuck, or emotional energy. You can enhance the effect with lavender or rosemary essential oils. 3. Shield your aura. Create an intentional energy boundary around yourself. How? Close your eyes and visualize a sphere of white or golden light surrounding you. Affirm, I am protected. Only love and light may enter my space. 4. Set clear emotional boundaries. Scorpio moons can bring up power struggles and emotional enmeshment. How? Be mindful of who you're sharing your energy with. Say no when needed. Don't over-explain or justify your boundaries. 5. Use protective crystals. Crystals can anchor your energy and create a shield. Best choices: black tourmaline, obsidian, and amethyst. How? Carry them in your pocket, wear them as jewelry, or place them by your bed. 6. Cleanse your space. Negative energy builds up quickly during intense transits. How? Burn sage, palo santo, or use sound, bells, singing bowls, to cleanse your home or workspace. Open windows to let fresh air in. 7. Limit emotional exposure. Don't binge the news or take on others' emotional baggage. How? Unplug from draining conversations, social media drama, or fear-based content. Focus instead on nourishing input, books, music, or silence. Trust your intuition. Scorpio is a deeply psychic sign. If something feels off, don't ignore it. Protecting your energy isn't selfish, it's essential. How the Scorpio moon affects relationships, secrets, and power dynamics. The moon's transit through Scorpio is never casual. It brings raw emotional truth to the surface, stripping away illusions and forcing us to confront what's really going on beneath the surface of our relationships. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, the planet of death, rebirth, and deep transformation. So when the moon, our emotions, aligns with Scorpio, we're pulled into the depths of feeling, intuition, and vulnerability. This can feel powerful, erotic, revealing, or deeply triggering. The key is to work with the energy instead of against it. Below is a breakdown of the most common themes and how they can show up in relationships of all kinds: romantic, platonic, familial, or even professional. 1. Secrets come to the surface. Scorpio is the keeper of secrets, but when the moon shines its light here, nothing can stay buried. Expect the truth to bubble up through dreams, intuition, slips of the tongue, or sudden revelations. Conversations may take unexpected turns. Things left unsaid for months or years may suddenly need to be addressed. Examples: discovering someone hasn't been honest, having a gut feeling about a person's intentions, and being right. Finally, admitting something to yourself you've avoided. Tip: don't run from revelations. Let them teach you something. The truth is liberating, even if it's messy at first. 2. Emotional intensity and volatility. Scorpio moons demand emotional honesty, and that can be uncomfortable. People may become more reactive, sensitive, or unpredictable. This isn't the time for light banter or avoidance. Emotions run deep, and superficiality may feel unbearable. If there's unspoken tension in a relationship, it could erupt. Watch for sudden arguments out of nowhere, strong jealousy, possessiveness, or emotional tests, deep bonding, or emotional shutdowns. Tip: breathe before reacting. Don't let intensity override compassion. Create space to feel, but don't project. 3. Power struggles and control games. Scorpio energy can bring out our desire to control outcomes or people, especially when we feel unsafe or insecure. This may show up as emotional manipulation, silent treatments, or trying to one-up others in subtle ways. Power dynamics may show up in passive-aggressive communication, withholding affection or attention as punishment, oversharing or confessing in ways that demand control or closeness. Tip: notice where control is replacing vulnerability. Choose authenticity over fear. True strength doesn't need to dominate. 4. Deeper intimacy or emotional walls. A Scorpio moon has the power to create profound intimacy, the kind that comes from sharing your truth, seeing someone else's shadows, and loving them anyway. But it can also trigger emotional defense mechanisms, like shutting down, avoiding eye contact, or detaching. This depends on how emotionally safe you feel, your history with trust and betrayal, whether you're willing to go there emotionally. Tip: ask yourself, what would emotional honesty look like for me right now? That's your entry point into true connection. 5. Relationship death and rebirth. Pluto, Scorpio's ruler, governs the cycles of endings and beginnings. This is a time where you might outgrow certain dynamics or be asked to rebirth a healthier version of a connection. Some relationships may reach a turning point. Signs of this include feeling like an old dynamic no longer fits, reconnecting on a deeper level after confrontation, a clear decision to release or transform a toxic bond. Tip: honor the wisdom of your emotional instincts. If something needs to end, allow it to, so something truer can begin. Use this energy consciously. The Scorpio moon can feel like emotional intensity overload. but it also offers one of the greatest opportunities for emotional alchemy. If you're willing to sit with discomfort, face the truth, and engage from a place of self-awareness, this transit can leave you stronger, more connected, and more empowered. Mantra for the Scorpio moon. I welcome truth, I release control, and I trust the transformation. Rituals and shadow work. Harnessing Scorpio moon energy for transformation. The Scorpio moon doesn't ask, it demands. It pulls you into the depths of your soul and dares you to face the parts of yourself you've buried, ignored, or feared. This is shadow territory, and if you're brave enough to step in, transformation isn't just possible, it's inevitable. Under this transit, surface-level healing won't cut it. Scorpio energy says, if it's not raw, real, and soul-deep, it's not enough. This is the perfect time for ritual and reflection that burns through the masks you wear and reveals what's been festering in the dark. Start by creating sacred space. Light a black candle, sit in silence, and feel the emotions you usually outrun. Let the intensity rise. Don't numb it. Don't distract. Scorpio energy is the purge, emotional, energetic, spiritual. Let it cleanse you. Once you're open, go into the shadows. Ask yourself, what am I afraid to admit? What do I still carry that isn't mine? What truth have I silenced to keep the peace? Write it, burn it, cry if you need to. This is sacred work. If you feel heavy, cleanse your space, not just physically, but energetically. Burn herbs, use salt, breathe. Visualize all the emotional sludge being lifted off your chest and transmuted into power. Scorpio is alchemy. This is your moment to reclaim what was taken by others, by trauma, by your own silence. Use this moon to commit to rebirth. That version of you that plays small, keeps secrets, and avoids confrontation, let them die. The Scorpio moon opens a portal to your next self, the one who speaks truth, sets fire to illusions, and owns their darkness like a crown. Because here's the truth. Shadow work isn't about fixing yourself. It's about remembering who the hell you are beneath the layers of fear. Let the Scorpio moon strip you down and rise raw, real, and ready.